中国線で停車しております。しばらくお待ちください。
A powerful magnitude 7.6 earthquake struck northern Japan late Monday night, leaving dozens injured and sending thousands of residents rushing to evacuate. The quake hit at 11:15 p.m. local time, shaking communities across the Aomori region and triggering immediate tsunami warnings. While those warnings have since been lifted, the impact of the late-night disaster is still unfolding. According to the Japan Meteorological Agency, the quake originated about 80 kilometers off the coast at a depth of 50 kilometers, strong enough to be felt widely and disrupt essential infrastructure. Along parts of the northeastern shoreline, tsunami waves reaching 70 centimeters, or roughly 27 inches, were recorded. Though the waves were not devastating, they added urgency to evacuation efforts already underway. In the hours that followed, Japanese authorities worked rapidly to assess damage and ensure public safety. Early reports confirmed that at least 30 people were injured, with some sustaining fractures and other quake-related trauma. For families jolted awake in the night, the sudden violence of the shaking brought back memories of past disasters, particularly in a region that knows all too well the destructive potential of powerful earthquakes. Local governments issued evacuation orders for approximately 90,000 residents, urging those in coastal and low-lying communities to move quickly to higher ground or nearby shelters. Many evacuation centers filled with families carrying emergency bags and blankets. Standard preparedness items in a country where disaster readiness is ingrained into daily life. Still, the quake's effects were widespread. More than 2,700 homes in Aomori Prefecture lost power after the tremors, leaving neighborhoods in darkness through the early morning hours. East Japan Railway suspended several train services along the northeastern coastline as crews inspected tracks and equipment for potential damage. The disruptions added another layer of difficulty for commuters and emergency workers trying to navigate the region. Responding to the unfolding situation, the Japanese government activated a disaster response office within the Prime Minister's Crisis Management Center. Officials emphasize that their immediate priorities include assessing structural damage, supporting local rescue efforts, and restoring affected infrastructure as quickly as possible. Chief Cabinet Secretary Minoru Kihara stated that emergency teams are working intensively to conduct rescue and relief operations and to gather accurate information from regional authorities. Prime Minister Sanai Takaichi addressed the nation shortly after the quake, reminding residents to stay vigilant. She encouraged people to review their daily earthquake preparedness, secure unstable furniture, and be ready to evacuate again if strong aftershocks occur. Her message echoed a concern widely shared among seismic experts: the possibility of additional significant tremors in the coming days. Local media reports and the Japan Meteorological Agency both warn that the region should remain on high alert for at least a week, as aftershocks, potentially strong ones, are likely. For many residents, this means staying near evacuation routes and keeping emergency kits close at hand, even as they try to resume normal routines. One area of particular concern whenever large earthquakes strike Japan is the status of its nuclear facilities. Shortly after the tremors, Tohoku Electric Power confirmed that its Higashidori and Onagawa nuclear power plants reported no irregularities. Japanese officials also informed the International Atomic Energy Agency that no issues were detected at the disabled Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power station, the site of the 2011 nuclear disaster triggered by a massive earthquake and tsunami. That earlier event, a magnitude 9.0 quake, and the devastating tsunami that followed, claimed more than 18,000 lives and remains a defining tragedy in Japan's modern history. While Monday night's earthquake was far less destructive, the psychological weight of seismic events in Japan is always present. The nation's geography places it directly along the Ring of Fire, one of the most seismically active regions on the planet, experiencing roughly 1,500 earthquakes every year. Experts continue to warn that Japan remains at risk for even larger quakes in the future. Earlier this year, an investigative panel reported a 60 to 90% chance of a megaquake occurring in the Nankai Trough, a massive fault zone running along Japan's Pacific coast, sometime within the next 30 years. Worst-case scenarios suggest such an event could cause trillions of dollars in damage and result in hundreds of thousands of deaths. Quakes along this trough have historically produced catastrophic outcomes, underscoring just how seriously Japan takes earthquake preparedness and public education.
Tsunami 注意報発表。
いく。これやばい。えぐい。ダメ。これやばい。ほんとやばい。